Uz brojne uznemiravajuće i potresne prizore koji se svaki dan viđaju na ekranima diljem svijeta, nije lako ostati optimističnim. Tržišno gospodarstvo temelji se ponajprije na proizvodnji i potrošnji robe i usluga. Međutim, taj sustav ne uzima u obzir neobnovljive prirodne resurse koje sad treba očuvati. No je li prekasno? Možemo li još promijeniti stvari? Možemo li još pomiriti industriju i okoliš? Svaki dan diljem svijeta tvorci promjene dokazuju da možemo. Za Donu Morton, Paula Bazila i Garyja Hirschberga ekonomski razvoj nije neuskladiv sa zaštitom okoliša. Oni su istinski vjerovali da mogu ponuditi održiva rješenja za probleme našega doba. Jednostavno su ih proveli u praksi i dokazali da je promjena doista moguća. Budi promjena koju želiš vidjeti u svijetu, rekao je Mahatma Gandhi. To dobro rezimira filozofiju Done Morton. Ova bivša aktivistica Greenpeacea živi na otoku Vancouver, na kanadskoj pacifičkoj obali. Osnovala je Centar za integralnu ekonomiju, dobrotvornu organizaciju koja nudi savjeta i inovativne porezne strategije radi podupiranja tvrtki koje poštuju okoliš i oporezivanja onih koje ga onečišćuju. Moto je te organizacije: porezi su seksi. Ako postoji nešto što se teško može smatrati seksi, to je oporezivanje. Donio je glavni izazov prenijeti inovativne ideje na područje koje se obično smatra rezerviranim za stručnjake, ekonomiju. Naši su učenici uvijek smatrali da je ekonomija previše složena za običnog građanina, no možda je samo treba objasniti na jednostavan način.
Once people understand how economics can work differently with shared values, with cooperation as much as competition. I mean, I believe in free enterprise. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm very excited about the impulse to go out into the world and make things different. I think that's essential. That kind of creativity is essential to having a healthy society.
Donna Morton odrasla je u radničkoj četvrti Toronta. Godine 1986. provela je ljeto u Britanskoj Kolumbiji i zaljubila se na prvi pogled.
I came out west when I was 22 and started working for Greenpeace. And went from raising money for Greenpeace to joining the action team, and I went to jail every 5 weeks for 2 years for nuclear issues, toxins, a whole range of trying to stop people from drilling in ANWR, the Alaska Wildlife Reserve, when the first Bush tried to go up and open up a wildlife reserve for oil. And it was a great experience. Greenpeace was a fabulous training ground for me. My second identity was as a warrior, right? I was sort of a woman warrior for quite a number of years. And then I got really exhausted of fighting and saying no to things, and I wanted, again, more creativity. I wanted to learn, what could we say yes to?
Ne odričući se aktivističke prošlosti, Donna je jednog dana odlučila promijeniti metode borbe. Preusmjerila je svoju buntovnu energiju u nešto konstruktivnije. Ekološki pokret ima dobre namjere, ali ne nudi uvijek konkretne odgovore na pitanja poput kako preobraziti ekonomiju. To je potaknulo Donnu da razmotri pitanje oporezivanja.
Ten years ago, After learning about taxes and how they were capable of restructuring the entire economy, I set out to start an organization to do that work because there was a vacuum in this country. No one was really talking about taxes and sustainability. No one was looking at how do you play with the economic architecture of this country and have it actually point us in a direction that can create an economy that can last.
Prema Donny Morton, kanadski ekonomski i financijski sustav potječe iz 19. stoljeća, iz doba kad su se prirodni resursi činili neiscrpnima. Ta se ekonomija još oslanja na eksploataciji resursa, ne obazirući se na potrebe budućih naraštaja. Velike tvrtke stvaraju radna mjesta i plaćaju poreze, ali imaju negativan učinak na okoliš.
Well, the old economy was built by a small number of wealthy people to protect the interest of a small number of wealthy people, right? We have a pirate economy. You move in, you take everything you can get, and you liquidate it as quickly as possible, and you hoard the benefit for a small group of people. That's not the kind of global economy I want either. I mean, I care about local economies, but I also care about the global economy. And I think the best way to teach people how to reinvent the global economy is first teach them how to own their local economy.
People don't understand the way taxes work.
Domin se pristup možda čini intelektualnim, čak apstraktnim. Doista, to je već područje teoretiziranja.
When we're talking with the federal government about changing the economy of Canada, they kind of glaze over because they don't think there's anything wrong with the economy as it is.
Za Donu, promjena počinje s idejama, s razgovorima. Sastaje se sa svojim sugrađanima gdje god bili. U kafiću, u kuglani, na hokejaškoj utakmici, u trgovačkom centru ili čak u kuhinji. Razgovara s njima o okolišu i gospodarstvu. Iznosi svoje ideje i prikuplja podršku. Chennai, nekad poznat kao Madras, glavni grad indijske države Tamil Nadu, ima 7 milijuna stanovnika. Gospodarstvo ove južne indijske države temelji se ponajprije na uzgoju riže, šećerne trske i pamuka. Paul Basil strojarski inženjer, no njegov je pravi interes društveni razvoj i upravljanje resursima u ruralnim područjima. Godine 1994. sudjelovao je u programu hortikulturnog razvoja u Kerali, gdje je osnovao tržnice koje vode mali ratari. Upravo je u tom procesu otkrio svoj pravi poziv. Služiti kao veza između ruralnog i institucijskog svijeta. Postao je pobornik zelenog razvoja.
I was bitten by the bug to become a social entrepreneur. But to get a hold of an idea that is impactful, that was unique, was a long chase. While I was working, I spent a long time figuring out what kind of ideas to build an enterprise on.
Indijski su gradovi sve napučeniji. Njihovo naseljavanje treba smanjiti. Zato je nužno stvoriti radna mjesta u ruralnim područjima. S tim na umu, Paul Basil osnovao je mrežu ruralnih inovacija 2001. godine. Ona nudi tehničku i financijsku potporu ratarima koji žele komercijalizirati svoje inovacije. Cilj je te mreže ojačati ruralnu ekonomiju otvaranjem tržišta lokalnim tehnologijama.
Rural Innovations Network is an incubator. It incubates innovations. What it primarily does is it connects innovators with the rural poor. And to do this connection, what it does is it funds such innovators, it recognizes them, it mentors them, and it networks for them. The latest edition is we market for them. So this way we build the bridge between an innovation and the impact on the lives of the poor on a absolutely sustainable model.
U indijskoj državi Tamil Nadu, kao i ostatku Indije, vlada upadljiv kontrast između tradicionalnog i novog. Ta se raznolikost odnosi na oruđe kojim se služe ratari. Moderni strojevi koji olakšavaju oranje, sijanje i zalijevanje strašno su skupi i nisu uvijek prilagođeni potrebama malih uzgajivača.
One thing we find is that a lot of innovators are not really born entrepreneurs. You know, they may have bright ideas, but they have no clue how to make a successful product out of it, or even to understand whether there's a market for it.
Dr. Nagarajan, profesor je kemijskog inženjerstva na Visokoj tehničkoj školi Madras u Chennaiu. Surađuje s Paulom Basilom 3 godine. Zajedno prepoznaju potencijalne inovacije i pomažu ratarima ostvariti projekte.
I think that's, again, an area where an organization like RIN can really provide all-encompassing support, you know, right from evaluating the idea from a technical viewpoint, helping with improving the design of the product, but not stop with the technical part, but also help them with the financial part and the networking part and the marketing part.
Jedan član mreže ruralnih inovacija izumio je mlin za začine. Zahvaljujući toj napravi, 150 ratara može samljeti svoje začine, a da ne putuje predaleko. Osim toga, omogućila je otvaranje stalnog radnog mjesta.
So basically the benefit cost works this way. If I, as a local entrepreneur, buy a machine worth 7,000 rupees, and if I operate it in my home, and if I have a catchment base of 150 people who will come to grind, I can actually make around 250 rupees a day, which I think is a little bit ambitious number, but basically you can break even in a month's time. So that is very important for those kinds of innovative products.
Per day, you are full time, you are running this machine, you are getting the 1,000 rupees per day.
Suočeni s problemom, indijski ratari uvijek pronađu domišljato rješenje. No malo njih shvaća da bi ono moglo koristiti i drugima. Zahvaljujući Paulu Basilu, te inovacije konačno postaju dostupne svima. New Hampshire poznat je po veličanstvenom gorju White. Gary Hirschberg prvi se put zainteresirao za okoliš dok se skija u ovom divnom krajoliku. Promatrajući smog koji je lebdio između Mount Washingtona i Atlantskog oceana, otkrio je svoj pravi poziv, klimatologiju. Početkom 80. godina Gary se pridružio skupini istraživača specijaliziranih za obnovljivu energiju i organsko ratarstvo. Ta ga je avantura odvela na vrh industrijskog carstva organskog jogurta.
My name is Gary Hirschberg. I'm the president and CEO of Stonyfield Farm Yogurt. We're a 26-year-old organic yogurt company. I started with my partner milking 7 cows back in 1983. And today we're the number 3 yogurt brand in the U.S. We're the largest organic yogurt company in the world.
Gary Hirschberg, ekološki aktivist, ali i pametan biznismen. To je neuobičajena kombinacija. Rano je shvatio da će društvena opsjednutost gospodarskim rastom na posljedku svijet odvesti u ekološku katastrofu. Ali i da se to može izbjeći.
Really, I have no business background at all. This is where I got my MBA at Stonyfield University. My background is that I studied climate change and ecology, and dedicated my life to figuring out if there's a chance of creating economic solutions that are also environmental solutions. In other words, trying to prove that business can be part of the solution to the planetary crises, not just part of the problem. When I began Stonyfield, this was just a hypothesis. This was a set of questions that we had. Is it possible for commerce to be also ecological? But today, 26 years later, I can say unequivocally it's not only possible for business to be part of the solution, but actually you create more profitable business by being more sustainable.
Dok je radio u Zavodu za novu alkemiju, s kolegama je odlučio unajmiti farmu u Cape Codu u Massachusettsu radi eksperimentiranja s organskim ratarstvom. Kako bi financirali aktivnosti zavoda, Gary Hirschberg i njegov partner Samuel Kenyon odlučili su prodavati domaći jogurt.
Our little farming school was trying to figure out how we were going to keep ourselves alive in the Reagan era. And at every trustee meeting, my partner made this delicious yogurt from, at that time, his one cow. And we would sit eating the yogurt and discuss, well, what's some means of support? And grant money was not an option. And one day, one of us thought, well, let's start selling the yogurt. By the way, he also made wonderful organic beer and delicious organic pickles. And we actually had a discussion about which of these products would be best. But we decided that we would just sell the yogurt to the local stores, just in the local area, and see what that could generate. And, of course, it took off and became really a national phenomenon.
Gary i Samuel počeli su prilično skromno, sa samo 7 krava i bankovnim zajmom od $35,000. Stonyfieldov jogurt možda je mogao postići skromne rezultate, ali doživio je neviđen uspjeh. Za jedan domaći posao tvrtka sa sjedištem u Londonderryu ima priličnu financijsku moć. Donna Morton danas na radionici vodi raspravu o važnosti lokalnog gospodarstva. Sastanak se održava u jednom gradiću na otoku Gabrioli, na kanadskoj zapadnoj obali. Za kavom se svaki sudionik najprije poziva da navede vrijednosti koje smatra bitnima za svoju zajednicu i odredi izazove s kojima bi se mogla suočiti. To će im poslije pomoći da formuliraju projekte za svoja mjesta.
That it was all about fear. Economy is fear. It's based on survival, and then it went to the...
Donna i njezina kolegica Faye Weller predlažu razna financijska oruđa koja se mogu iskoristiti za prikupljanje sredstava za njihove projekte, mikrokreditiranje, alternativna valuta, porezi i zajednički fondovi.
Multinational corporations are in the world to do two things: make money, avoid taxes. It is their DNA structure that entirely points. So rather than expecting government or hoping that the philanthropic community or praying that the access to capital angel investors are going to somehow fly in and solve our problems, it's actually about citizens taking back power around economics and stepping forward and saying, you know what, we're going to lead. We're going to do this for ourselves. We're going to bring our values and we're going to put our hands on our local economy and we're going to make it our own.
Povećanje zarade općenito se smatra dobrom stvari. Međutim, brojke pokazuju nedvojbenu povezanost gospodarskog rasta i onečišćenja. Kako smanjiti štetne gospodarske aktivnosti bez povećanja nezaposlenosti? Moramo li birati između ekonomske i ekološke katastrofe? Postoji li alternativa?
I think there's other areas of the economy, small-scale food production, renewable energy, people that are building ingenious new ways to replace toxic chemicals like plastics by doing green chemistry and biomimicry. I think we need more economic growth in those places. And so I think we need to grab some of the money from coal, from natural gas, from fossil fuels, and use it to incentivize all of the good things that we want to see happen in a new economy. So stop growth in bad areas and grow aggressively, but give people access to capital so that they can fix some of the world's gravest problems.
Domino rješenje za zeleni gospodarski rast jest ekoporez za proizvode čija je proizvodnja ili upotreba prijetnja za okoliš. Kaže da bi nas primjena tog poreza primorala da preusmjerimo svoj izbor prema zelenijim proizvodima.
We could use, pollution taxes on bad farming to become a fund to buy small amounts of, or small parcels of potentially good agricultural land, and then allow young people who want to farm desperately to come and make their living growing food. There's lots of things we could do with taxing bad farming that would incentivize good farming. That's really smart, and I think if you give people a chance to come inside these ideas and kick it around a little bit, they get it.
Masovna industrijalizacija uvelike je odgovorna za gubitak resursa. Sve upućuje na to da smo na prekretnici da bismo uskoro mogli doživjeti kraj sustava koji odabire profit na štetu okoliša. Kao i u slučaju Donne Morton, utjecaj Paula Beazleya doveo je do stvaranja pokreta koji zagovara gospodarstvo više prijateljski raspoloženo prema okolišu. Indija je s više od 1 milijardu stanovnika predodređena postati jednim od najvećih gospodarstava 21. stoljeća. Premda je priznata zbog svoje računalne industrije, njezinu stvarnost bolje održavaju ruralna područja gdje žive 3/4 stanovništva. U 40 godina Indija je postala jedan od vodećih poljoprivrednih dobavljača na svijetu. Ta je zemlja danas veliki proizvođač mlijeka, čaja, pšenice, riže i pamuka.
India, very heterogeneous country, 600,000 villages, a billion population of 70% which lives in rural India. Huge divide in terms of infrastructure, in terms of energy, in terms of power, in terms of education, in terms of health. The divide is huge.
Premda Indija doživljava veliki gospodarski rast, većina Indijaca i dalje improvizira s onim što ima. Stručnjaci su za snalaženje. Nasmijava ih zapadnjački entuzijazam za održivi razvoj, jer ta je ideja dugo usađena u indijsko znanje. To je način života u ruralnim područjima.
I think sustainable development is something that civilization has been practicing from day one. Otherwise, we won't be around, I think that in general, I think mankind has done a reasonably good job of developing in a sustainable manner. I don't think we have to reinvent the wheel, so to speak. I think we just have to understand, look at our history and see where we have been successful in developing without depleting natural resources and where we haven't. And I don't think the answer is as straightforward as, Western countries have been exploiting the environment and the Eastern countries haven't. I think it goes beyond that. I think that, again, if you go to Indian villages, you will find that recycling, for example, happens almost naturally. You eat on a banana leaf, you throw the leaf away, and a cow comes and eats it, and then it gives milk or whatever. So everything is in a closed cycle. And it's something that people do naturally because it makes sense to them.
Mreža ruralnih inovacija podupire tehnološke inovacije, ali i male tvrtke, kao što je Rope. Zadatak je tog malog poduzeća promicati i prodavati lokalne rukotvorine, uglavnom kućanski pribor izrađen od recikliranih vlakana banane.
India
Samrudi, lanac trgovina koji prodaje samo inovacije namijenjene seoskom stanovništvu, također je osnovan uz potporu mreže ruralnih inovacija. Te su poduzetničke inicijative prava gospodarska uporišta ruralnih područja. U SAD-u se ponovno otkriva lokalno poduzetništvo, gospodarstvo po ljudskoj mjeri. Industrijska proizvodnja uobičajen je izvor onečišćenja. Gary Hirschberg smatra da tvrtke danas moraju stvarati i rješenja, ne samo probleme. Dajući primjer, prvi u SAD-u nudi nagradu malim mljekarima koji prestanu upotrebljavati hormone rasta. U državi Vermont, blizu kanadske granice, nalazi se mljekarska farma koja je u vlasništvu obitelji Chouanier, 3 naraštaja. Guy Chouanier, nakon što je proučio kako se poljoprivredno tlo ponaša bez pesticida, počeo ozbiljno razmišljati o organskom ratarstvu.
Organic farming, I found out you're working with nature systems. And nature has a very balanced system. So the more you work with Mother Nature, the more she'll work for you. When we were farming chemically or conventionally, we were working in a very imbalanced system. We were adding to the soil only what it needed to grow a crop, but not what the crop needed to grow nutrition.
Kukuruz i soja glavna su hrana krava muzara. Međutim, kako je Guy Chouanier primijetio, taj tip prehrane, iako je jeftin, ne samo što iscrpljuje zemlju, nego i siromašan hranjivim tvarima. Zato se prebacio na lan i lucernu. Od tada njegove krave daju 10% više mlijeka, ispuštaju manje metana i žive duže.
Since I've been organic, I've learned that to support a healthy immune system, you need the full package. You need to allow the soil to work at its fullest. Organic farming is about rebuilding your soil. It's about improving the biology. It's about generating more energy and activity in your soil.
Kako bi povećale produktivnost, industrijske mljekare kravama daju hormone rasta i smanjuju im životni prostor. Krave su neprestano bređe, kako bi se osigurala stalna opskrba mlijekom. U mehaniziranom okolišu, koji više podsjeća na tekuću vrpcu, životni uvjeti vrlo su stresni. Očekivani životni vijek krava iznosi 5 godina. Hraneći se na pašnjacima, mogu živjeti i do 20 godina.
The less stress you can put on the animal, the better everything else works. No, each individual component of organic farming is great, but the stress is what makes it all, ties it all in together, makes everything work better. And the less stress your animals have, the more profit you're going to make. Everything just pays for itself.
Nancy Hirschberg, Garyjeva je sestra, potpredsjednica je tvrtke i odgovorna za prirodne resurse. Ona se brine da svaki postupak bude što više prijateljski prema okolišu.
A lot of the organic farmers say to us that they love their job again. They love the work that they do because they're innovating and they're creating healthy food and they're getting paid a fair price for it. And before they didn't feel that necessarily any of those things were happening. So I get so inspired when I come to the farms and see what they're doing.
Garyjeva tvrtka nastoji pomagati ratarima, ali ima još jedan cilj, da nema nikakvih štetnih ispuštanja. Njezin pogon trenutačno reciklira 75% svojeg krutog otpada. Stonyfield ne samo da smanjuje svoj ekološki otisak, nego i financira istraživanje organskog mlijeka. 10% profita donira ekološkim organizacijama.
think Stonyfield Farm has a mission, just like we have a mission. We have a mission on our farm to improve the biology of the soil and improve the health of our cows. Stonyfield, I believe, has the same mission. I know has the same mission to improve the biology of the world so that we can have healthier people. And I think they're a great example of a business that is working hard to improve the biology of the world, because that's where it starts. On the farm, life begins with the soil, but everybody else, life starts with their food.
We reasoned that we could do better to begin to buy milk from local farmers, and in that way perhaps provide some sustenance for the local farm economy, whereas we see farmers as the heroes, the people who get up every day and take care of the land and nurture it and actually improve the quality of the land and improve the health of their animals, not just for themselves but for future generations. If New Hampshire is allowed to go completely to forest, that's a terrible thing, because that means that we'll have to import all of our food from farther and farther away, really generating more carbon, more pollution, more waste. And so we really believe that any time that you can keep farmers on the land and keep them well supported, that's ultimately laying the foundation for a more healthy relationship between people and the earth.
Gary Hirschberg ne želi preispitivati razvoj i uspjeh moderne poljoprivrede. Za njega taj model uzmiče. Današnja poljoprivreda mora biti produktivna, ali i održiva, što znači organska i lokalna, te mora trošiti manje energije. Donna Morton djeluje u Kanadi s istim stavom. Maksimalno iskorištavati naše resurse, ali uzeti u obzir i potrebe budućih naraštaja. U Centru smo za integralnu ekonomiju. Ovaj ured smješten u dolini Cowichan, planinskom području blizu Viktorije u Britanskoj Kolumbiji. Donna Morton živjela i radila u ovom okruženju 20 godina. No to je ne sprečava da bude u kontaktu s ljudima iz svih krajeva svijeta. Lani je kanadska vlada dodijelila centru $1.400.000 ili gotovo €1.000.000 za postavljanje 12.000 solarnih ploča u domorodačkim rezervatima. To je prvi korak prema većem iskorištavanju obnovljive energije u Kanadi. Donna Morton jedna je od začetnica prvobitne energije, zajedničkog pothvata koji okuplja biznismene i predstavnike prvobitnih naroda. Cilj mu je učiniti rješenja za obnovljivu energiju dostupnima zajednicama prvobitnih naroda.
We've been building a project for the last year through partnerships with government agencies, BC Hydro, a number of First Nations communities, several financial institutions, including some that are owned and managed by Aboriginal people, looking at how could it be that Aboriginal communities across Canada actually leapfrog ahead of non-Aboriginal communities in terms of using green power and green infrastructure.
Andrew Moore radi u rezervatu Tsuke na otoku Vancouver. Ta mala zajednica od 200 pripadnika živi od lososa i morske hrane. Na Donin poziv, Andrew Moore pridružio se prvobitnoj vlasti kao voditelj projekta. Ove solarne ploče konačno će omogućiti zajednicu Tsuke da proizvodi čistu električnu energiju i dijelom prekine ovisnost o fosilnim gorivima.
So this is where the photovoltaic project, turning the sun into electricity, is going to go here. So we have funds to install a 75 kilowatts installation. I think it'll be the biggest in BC. It's almost biggest in Canada. And this particular one we will feed back into the grid. We will sell the electricity from here to the BC Hydro.
Perfect. The demonstration. I love that story, you know, that First Nations become the leaders in Canada in terms of using renewable energy and in building, you know, small co-ops or companies that actually put in the structure and that maintain the systems. You know, it's not just about a bunch of other people coming in and doing it for First Nations. It's about how do we train young people on reserves to put these systems into place and maintain them so that we're helping them not just use 21st century technology, we're also helping them build little 21st century economies where the money stays in the community. It doesn't bleed out into big engineering firms.
Donna Morton djeluje kao posrednica između tvrtke i zajednice.
I actually feel like I'm at the back, right? I feel like I'm pushing and I have a bullhorn and I'm holding people's hands and I'm making placards and I'm, you know, trying to support citizens moving forward on this agenda. That's where I want to be.
Projekt prvobitna energije konkretan je primjer održivog razvoja, zato što ispunjava ekonomske, ekološke i društvene kriterije. U Tamil Nadu ratori se postupno udaljavaju od razdoblja nestašica, hrane i gladi.
Number 1 chicken center. கோழி கேஷாப் கூட நாங்கள் இப்போ தான் ஆரம்பம் 4-5 நாள் ஆச்சு.
ஆமாங்க, நான் 10-13 வருஷமாக வச்சுருக்கிறேன்.
பேர் எத்திராஜங்க, சைக்கிள் கடை தொழில் பண்ணுறேன். ஒரு 150 ரூபாய்க்கு கிடைக்கும் ஒரு நாளைக்கு. 150. ஆமாம், பிஸ்னஸுங்களா? சரி, அது இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் பண்ண இங்கே வந்து இந்த அளவுக்கு தான் ஓடுங்க. பாரம்பரியம் ஒரு 2 வருஷம் பண்ணிட்டு மணின்னா காலையில் 6 to சாயங்காலம் 6. அதான் டெய்லி 100 கேஜி, வாரத்துக்கு 7 நாளில் ஒரு 700 கேஜி 500 கேஜி. ஒரு கேஜிக்கு 10 ரூபா, 10 rupees கிடைக்கும்.
ஒரு நாளைக்கு 10-20 லிட்டர் பால் சேல்ஸ் ஆகும். மில்லுக்கெல்லாம் டீ கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க. டீ அப்படி 20 லிட்டர்னு பாருங்க, அது 500 டீக்கு வாங்கினேன் இப்போ.
Indija se sad mora suočiti s još jednim izazovom. Gospodarski rast i demografska eksplozija povećavaju potražnju za energijom. Elektrifikacija ruralnih područja postala je prioritet. Moraju se naći rješenja za održivu energiju.
Energy is the basis of life, right? I mean, that guides you, whether it's lighting, heating, cooking. Whatever you do is full of energy, no? And that's really the issues related to energy in villages of India. But the fact is that the infrastructure maybe exists, but there's no electricity that actually reaches them. And you need all kinds of innovations to do that.
P. Mukandan, direktor je Sorovata, male tvrtke koja proizvodi ruralne inovacije poput petrolejskih plamenika. Proizvode naprave koje troše vrlo malo energije.
Our aim is to come out with products which will enhance the quality of the life of poor. We thought that we should do something for the cooking problem of the rural poor. 80% of the poor people still use kerosene as the fuel for cooking. We have the problem of distribution into the rural areas. The poor people do not get kerosene in time, so they suffer a lot. So we took the burner, which is the heart of a cooking stove, and then, redesigned it in such a way that it saves about 30% of the kerosene consumption compared to the other burners which are available in the market.
U Indiji se za kuhanje najviše koristi drvo i drveni ugljen. No ta goriva proizvode vrlo toksičan dim koji može izazvati bolesti dišnih putova i rak.
One is the lack of smoke. You see this place? The tiles? No, compared to that, it's all smoke. Yeah, so you see this? It's interesting. The other part is the fuel is far cheaper than kerosene because she's talking about 15 liters of kerosene a month. Leads her to spend 450 rupees a month on kerosene. 3 bags is equivalent to 90 rupees. So that's the kind of cost reduction on fuel. In addition to that, you can actually transport this easily because you can carry it from one place to another. Plus, other forms of fuel, no, like kerosene and gas, supply is also a problem. You don't get it as easily as you would have liked to, but pellets are plentifully available. So the supply of fuel is not a constraint. So life is far better for them using this product.
Paul Basil danas prisustvuje godišnjem sastanku gdje će se ponuditi nove ideje. Paul i njegovi kolege iz mreže pokušat će odabrati obećavajuće inovacije. Te bi inovacije mogle naći mjesto na policama Samrudija, lanca trgovina koji opskrbljuje uglavnom seosko stanovništvo. Pomogavši stvaranju lokalnih radnih mjesta, mreža za ruralne inovacije omogućila je mnogim indijskim ratarima gospodarski rast. A Gary Hirschberg pridonio očuvanju 540 obiteljskih mljekara koje bi u protivnom progutale mreže industrijskih farmi. Stonyfield Farm pravi je hit u američkoj prehrambenoj industriji. Osnivač Gary Hirschberg objavio je knjigu evokativna naslova Kako zaraditi i spasiti svijet. Ta je knjiga jasan poziv ljudima koji imaju stvarnu tržišnu moć.
Stonyfield Farm, world's leading organic yogurt producer based in Londonderry, New Hampshire. By consistently producing great tasting products and using innovative marketing techniques that blend the company's social, environmental, and financial missions.
Gary ne prodaje samo organski jogurt, nego odgovoran jogurt. Kao bivši ekološki aktivist nije zaboravio svoje ideale. Zapravo je na ekološkom zadatku i sudjeluje u mnogim forumima. Klimatske promjene glavni su mu poticaj.
You can vote for local or not, organic or not, natural or not, synthetic hormones or not, pesticides or not.
Now, Gary, you speak a great deal about organic farming and avoiding the use of pesticides, right? Bill here makes pesticides.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, is one of you wrong?
Oh yeah, he's wrong.
I think my primary motivation is that I would like our species to act reasonably and to act more conscientiously with regard to the planet. We only have one Earth, and we have a lot of mythologies on which we've built our commerce. We have the myth that we can exploit the planet at will, that it is a subsidiary of our businesses, there for the taking. We have the myth that it can withstand our continued extraction and abuse. We have the myth that we can, as a species, engage in a process of creating something called waste. It doesn't even exist in nature. We have the myth that you can send that waste to a place called away. And we've learned with global warming, there is no such thing as away.
Garyjeva tvrtka postala je vodeći proizvođač organskog jogurta u svijetu. No najneobičnije je to što je Stonyfield osvojio američko tržište bez ikakva publiciteta. Bez novca za oglašavanje, Gary je morao biti snalažljiv kako bi promovirao svoj proizvod. Njegove promotivne kampanje nisu uobičajene. U Chicagu je Stonyfield podijelio 85.000 uzoraka korisnicima podzemne željeznice, zahvalivši im što se služe javnim prijevozom i štede energiju. Taj tip promidžbe, poznat kao virusni marketing, koristio se posvuda, osobito u Montrealu, gdje su vesele ekipe ulazile u autobuse kako bi podijelile besplatne uzorke.
When we introduce ourselves to a new town here in the US or in Canada or anywhere else, we'll go in and give samples of yogurt out at train stations and bus stations to thank people for using public transportation. We will sponsor non-profit organizations, charitable events. We do pretty much anything we can to get the yogurt into people's mouths. And by the way, in this difficult economy, everybody else is trying it now also. You see all these large companies saying, I'm green, I'm green, I'm green. Well, that's an effort on their part to try to build an authentic relationship to the consumers. That's an effort to try to build a relationship of loyalty. It's kind of hard for big companies to fake that stuff. You either have to go the distance or not. We've been going the distance for 26 years, and I think it's appreciated.
Godine 2001. Danone je kupio 40% Stonyfielda. Ipak, Gary Hirschberg ostao je na njegovu čelu i nameće stroga pravila divovskoj multinacionalnoj tvrtki.
It's a huge multinational, and all of us were nervous going into it. For me, as the environmental person, it's been incredible because Danone does not talk about that much about what they're doing, but they're doing some unbelievably innovative things. So for me now, I have resources not only in Paris, but all over the world of people doing these incredibly innovative environmental things. So for instance, our Greener Cow project that we were launching here in the US to reduce greenhouse gas emissions came from Danone. It was their idea first. So I have now this whole network of people around the globe who I can communicate with and learn from and share information with. So for me, it's been fabulous. I've learned a lot from the group Danone.
In that respect, we've become kind of a laboratory for Danone. We were the first to bring to their attention this whole idea of measuring carbon footprint and reducing it. Now it's a widespread practice throughout their company. We introduced the idea of biodiversity and investing in biodiversity there. I really do deeply believe that business is going to have to be at the heart of the solutions. This is not a club, this is not a niche, this is not a cult. This is not something fun for a small group of, renegade revolutionaries to be engaged in. This is about changing the world. And that means that you have to penetrate the heart of the largest companies who are not going to go away, and we have to change the way they do business.
Nema sumnje da je Gary mogao biti političar, ali on smatra da ima više utjecaja kao aktivni igrač u industriji. To ga ne sprečava da sudjeluje u javnim raspravama. Nakon što se poslužio poklopcima svojih jogurta kako bi potaknuo američke birače da glasuju, nije oklijevao sudjelovati u predsjedničkoj kampanji demokratskog kandidata. Gary je iskreno posvećen tomu da ostavi planet u boljem stanju nego što ga je zatekao. Tvrdi da bi 80% hrane trebalo biti organsko kako bi se smanjio čovjekov utjecaj na okoliš, obnovila zemlja i očuvala bioraznolikost. Kako bi ostvarila taj cilj, njegova je tvrtka počela isporučivati svoje proizvode supermarketima. Na iznenađenje mnogih ekologa, Walmart danas nudi Stonyfieldov organski jogurt. Ljudske aktivnosti usredotočene su na gospodarski razvoj. Međutim, rast se više ne može nastaviti na račun okoliša. Zadatak Donne Morton učiniti je ekonomiju jasnom i logičnom svima.
I don't believe the environment and the economy are in separate silos and are worlds of policy separate from one another. I actually think the only way to move forward in Canada right now, building a viable economy for the future, is by integrating the environment. If we don't put the environment at the center of the economy we build right now, we will fail, and the results already are disastrous.
U Indiji je Paul Basil stvorio mrežu koja nudi tehničku i financijsku pomoć malim ruralnim poduzetnicima. Ta je potpora bila ključna za živahno ruralno gospodarstvo.
I think development is all about bettering quality of life. And I think what we are trying to do is bettering quality of life of the poor living in villages who otherwise wouldn't have access to many of these services and products. What we are also doing is we are not bringing in a welfare charity mode to getting users or the poor to adopt those innovations. We are bringing in a business model so that those users actually buy those products and services.
U Americi je Gary Hirschberg pokazao da ekološki razvoj može pridonijeti očuvanju okoliša i istodobno ostati isplativ.
By the way, it uses far less water and far less energy also, and far less labor. So we rigorously document these things, not because they're ecologically correct, but because they're economically correct. You know, business is really the most powerful force on the planet. Where business goes, governments follow. You know, we'd like to think that our political leaders are leading. They're not leaders. They follow where the money is. And you see the influence of special interest and of money throughout everyday actions of every government, not just here in the US, but anywhere.
Ovo troje poduzetnika nastoje promijeniti samu bit ekonomije. Svako od njih pridonosi održivom razvoju smanjujući opreku koja postoji između ljudskih aktivnosti i okoliša. Oni shvaćaju da odabir između ekonomske propasti i ekološke katastrofe ne dolazi u obzir. Moramo nastojati izbjeći oboje.